Welcome to your first day of working on your personal project. So make sure you add your Google Classroom from your teacher. Each teacher is going to have their own version, so you're not going to be in a Google Classroom with 135 students this year. So it'll be much easier for you to find things and for your teachers to find your individual work. I will be a teacher on all of the 9th and 10th grade advisements. So if you're emailing me for help, please tell me who your teacher is. Otherwise, I will never be able to find your work among all of the Google Classrooms I'm going to be a part of. So today, I want you to spend some time learning the layout of the Google Classroom. Hopefully, your teacher sets it up very similar to how mine is. I'll walk you through how I'm setting it up so you can see all of the pieces. And then today, you're just going to look at some projects from former students and then write a process journal. So I'm going to show you all of those pieces. So, exit. Come on. Okay. So I'm going to go to my year 5, 10th grade personal project. I don't know what your teachers will call it. Your teachers are all going to be in this one, and they're going to copy all of the assignments and resources from me to give to you. So the first thing hopefully you'll see in yours is the process journal, because you're going to basically live in this document between now and March. This is where you're going to document all of your your brainstorming, your topic, things you're working on, things that are challenging, questions you have, videos you're taking, photos of your product, all sorts of stuff. And there's lots of support in this document this year. So that's one piece, and I'll dive into those in just a little bit. And then your annotated bibliography. This is a piece you're going to work on in November, so don't worry about it yet. But there's lots of resources, and there will be videos embedded in this document when you get to the research phase to help you with all sorts of stuff. There'll be examples that I've created to show you what this should look like. Your paper, there's going to be criterion A, B, and C. Yes, there's a lot of points to this. That's between now and March. Don't stress. And there you will be able to see the rubric. There will be days where you look at the rubric and other students' works and grade it, write reflections, things you want to remember when you write your paper. So this is very guided to help you. The product, this is just a place when you finish your product to put pictures or a link to a video, link to a Google slide, link to a website, link to your Etsy store, whatever it is that you create. You're going to put a link here and make sure that you share it with full public viewing so that I can see everything. The rubric will be in here, and there will be a day where I walk through that, explain all the differences and the nuances of how things are going to be graded. So it's a very simple shell for a Google Classroom, but take some time, click through those, see what kinds of steps you're going to be taking, so that when you start looking at other students' projects today, you have some sense of the steps they went through to get to the end goal of their product. So for your process journal, today you're just doing number 1. This looks like a big document. It is, again, notice September all the way through October, November, December, all the way up to January. I haven't quite finished creating the stuff for February, March yet. But you will be able to see each of the steps that you are going to have to go through. So your process journal, I'm going to put your name at the top. And when you pick a topic, you're going to come back and add it up here. So each entry is like 3 to 4 sentences. If you want to write more because you're really enjoying it, go for it. But really think of it as a 4-sentence paragraph. You could write about your next steps, things on reflections, interview questions, things you've talked to about with teachers, experts, links to research, why, like if you find a video that you're really interested in September, put it in here so you can find it in November when we really dive into the research. This is the catch-all for every single resource that you come across. So today you're doing the required entry to look at other projects. And this link will open projects from other students. So this first one, I'm just super proud of my former student, Brian, who got the scholarship. I couldn't find his project, but I did find the link to the note when he picked this research topic, and then the picture from when he did his signing ceremony. But otherwise, if you scroll down, you'll see links to process journals that other students have submitted. Please be respectful of other students' work. They put a lot of time and personal energy into these. They don't have to be perfect. There, you will see some mistakes, and that is totally fine. These pieces are just documenting their process. You will see some links to their papers. You don't have to worry about those yet. And then links to the products they created. I will keep adding to this document throughout August and September. So I'm going to come back to my process journal. So my questions for today are: what questions do I have about the process journal? What questions do you have about the paper? What questions do you have about the product? So as I look through other students' projects, just write down your questions. If you have burning questions, make sure you or your teacher email me. I will be circulating between all of the classrooms, but there's a lot of 9th and 10th grade advisements, so it might take me a couple days to get to your class. So please, please, please write them down so that when I come around, you have your questions, because I will come around and say, what questions did you write in process journal entry number 1? And you'll be able to open your document and ask me those questions when I come around. So that is all you have to do today.